Leeds TV, here with another legend, Andy Couzens, on the channel once again. So we're going to start, where can we start? The midfield. Calvin Phillips, we're going to start straight with Calvin Phillips. You've been Calvin Phillips' biggest fan from day one. You know, how proud are you of Calvin Phillips at the minute? You know, from an academy like yourself, you know, how proud are you to see Calvin Phillips becoming a regular?
I think the thing with Phillips is that he's grown as a man this year. I think the manager's brought the best out of him. Really interesting, we played Swansea, brought him off after 27 minutes, then you're kind of thinking, right, you know, what's his reaction going to be from that, and you know, the reaction, obviously the manager's got his arm around him and told him he's playing on Saturday against Norwich, and I haven't seen the game. I've spoken to a few people who were there and said he was absolutely immense again. So, you know, for me it's brilliant to have firstly an academy player coming through, and you know, I've always been an advocate for him because he's great at breaking down the play in the midfield and playing the easy ball, but he can also play the hard ball as well. And I think this year he's really come to the forefront, and he's a big player for us this year, definitely. Do
you think his position now, they found the position for Calvin Phillips, a little bit more space, you know, a little bit less of a press against him, you know, he's able to sort of pick the ball up, spray a pass, and we're getting the best out of him now. He's been able to be that ball winner in the midfield, just find Click inside. Do you think that's his best position?
I think him and Click together play very well together. I think there's definitely camaraderie there. You know, Click's a very silky player, which helps him out. I think he's got an identity this year, and I think the identity's been given to him by the manager. And as of all the players, to be fair, I think there's a lot more of an identity this year than what we've had before. But certainly, you know, they like getting hold of the ball at the back, and they like playing out to the midfield. And you know, again, for me, he's been fantastic from day one, and hopefully he can keep that going.
And on to Matthias Click, obviously being probably one of our most impressive players this season. How impressed have you been by Matthias Click? What have you noticed that's different about Click, you know, from last season perhaps?
I think I saw him up at Guiseley at the start of the season. I said on you know, on the stages and things which we do on match days down here, and that he could be a secret weapon for us this year. And he's certainly come out to be that, and he was good last year. You know, he played against Burnley away. I can remember watching him there, and he was really, really good. Obviously the manager just didn't fancy him. This manager likes how he plays. He's come back with an attitude which is what you want to see, and he's out there to prove some people wrong, and you know, so far so good. He's proven everybody wrong, and you know, he's class on the ball, he gets hold of it, he's very comfortable with it in possession. And as we can see, he's scoring a few goals as well, which again, you know, from a midfielder we've not had for a while, and you know, we need the midfielders to come up with some goals, and he's come up with some important ones so far.
And if you're looking at stars so far this season, who would you have as been the main man this season so far? Who's been your star player? Who's stood out the most, if there is one, or is it several people?
I think a lot of them have. I think the whole team has, to be honest. If you were going to pick a couple of people, I think Phillips certainly has come into there. Klitsch has definitely come into there. Got to say Berardi as well at centre half.
Seems to have found his position now, hasn't he?
He's a guy who he's small, but he gives you everything. You know, will he come in when Cooper comes fit? Will he have Cooper and Janssen in there? I don't know. But you know, you can't knock anybody in this team at this present moment in time. And the thing which I like about the manager at the minute is he's willing to make a decision at 27 minutes when we've been away at Swansea, and he's made a substitution which everybody's going, whoa, hang on, what's going on here, kind of thing. And it's worked. You know, last year we lose that game.
We don't make that substitution, do we?
We
wait 70 minutes,
yeah. Potentially get sent off. We're losing for 3 games. We're losing for 2 games, whatever it would be. But for me personally, again, you know, it just shows that there's a different mentality about Leeds United at the minute, and long may it continue. It's
just subtle differences like that that's making all the difference at the minute. Thanks very much once again to a legend, Andy Couzens. Thanks very much for the interview.
No worries,
cheers.
Pal. No worries.
See you later.